latest data published by the United Nations World Tourism Organization show that international tourist arrivals grew 6% in 2018, totaling 1.4 billion, which was forecasted to be reached only in 2020. In Europe alone, were registered 710 million international tourist arrivals, or about half of the total number. Europe is a dazzling continent with epic history and natural beauty, and the list of must-see destinations is endless. Dramatic mountains lead to fairy tale castles, and pebbled coastlines offer Mediterranean sunsets with traditional recipes lay the foundation for mouth-watering cuisine, and Roman foundations can lead to Moorish palaces. This video lists a guide to the 15 best places in Europe to capture the diverse culture and celebrate the wonders of custom, history, legend, and cuisine. Before we get into the list, we would like to remind you that, as always, we have a bonus fact waiting for you towards the end of the video, so stay tuned. With that being said, let's get into it. Number 1. Paris, France. Paris is the embodiment of French heritage and captures the romance of traditional European culture. The city represents the layers of artistic thought, philosophical evolution, and social revolution among the avant-garde art galleries and Belle Epoque cafes that resemble open-air museums scattered across the distinctive quartiers. Treasures troves of boutiques and vintage shops give way to the grandeur of inspiring restaurants or quintessential monuments with labyrinthine medieval lanes, legendary confections, and endless pockets of bohemian ambience. Number 2. Athens, Greece. Athens has acted as a symbol of Western civilization for more than 3,000 years. The city blends classical antiquity and contemporary culture with breathtaking ancient ruins and museum galleries displaying dazzling artifacts. The neighborhoods feel like removed villages, and the domes of Byzantine churches add to the unique skyline. Restaurant terraces, historic narrow lanes, and charming homes draped in bougainvillea create an idyllic atmosphere away from the feeling of a big city harboring endless creativity and views of the Acropolis. Number 3. Lisbon, Portugal. Lisbon is one of the most beautiful and cosmopolitan cities in Europe and one of the most underrated. The cinematic hillsides spread across the riverside panorama, leading to cobbled alleyways and ancient ruins, cathedrals crowned with white domes, and the charming, unhurried pace of daily life. The colorful streets reflect centuries of history, underpinning the national's age of discovery with wealthy monuments, fascinating museums, and exceptional food hidden on narrow streets or opening to the riverbank promenade. Number 4. Madrid, Spain. Madrid is full of energy and jam-packed with traditional and contemporary Spanish culture. Madrid raises the bar on the quality of things to see and do, ranging from artistic treasures by renowned artists to the innovation of Spain's gastronomic evolution. Fascinating museums display masterpieces of Western Europe, and the Royal Palace embodies opulence and historical importance. Whether a center for heritage or the capital of culinary creativity, Madrid is a unique city with locals who take joy in life's little pleasures. Number 5. Rome, Italy. Rome personifies the ancient Western world and shows how contemporary life can fill the crevices of preserved history. A flood of churches, ancient ruins, and celebrated restaurants focused on traditional recipes divide the Italian capital. The many significant icons bring an overwhelming collection of accessible splendor, underpinning the pleasures of the city's La Dolce Vita ambience found along the active sidewalk cafes. Rome has a charisma all of its own with inspiring art galleries and vibrant street life, chic style, and an endless sense of opulence. Number 6. London, England. London is one of the world's top destinations for a reason. The dynamic cosmopolitan city captures the vibrant and rich history of the United Kingdom as a historical center, modern metropolis, and cultural heart rising out of the banks of the River Thames. Whether looking for ancient history, contemporary artworks, or traditional British charm, London embodies the diverse highlights of the nation. London is a city that never tires of interesting things to see and unique experiences to enjoy for all ages. Number 7. Munich, Germany. The capital of Bavaria embraces its history and the beauty of the surrounding mountains. Medieval walls ring the antique streets that lead to the famous Glockenspiel, while plentiful festivals showcase the city's rich and historic culture. However, Munich also looks dazzlingly into the future with high-tech cars and edgy art juxtaposing the reputation of the traditional landscape. Gorgeous churches, stunning museums, grand palaces, modern innovation, and a lively community make Munich an endless joy to visit. Number 8. Copenhagen, Denmark. Copenhagen is a friendly capital city with a distinctly European ambiance. Charming street life and a welcoming cafe culture blend with the contemporary ambiance of the preserved architecture that lines the timeless streets. The nautical theme stems from colorful shoreside neighborhoods and proud Nordic history captured in tall ships docked along the long quays. Cutting-edge restaurants reflect the local culinary revolution, while the pristine waters and ambience represent popular Danish design and fascinating cultural riches. Number 9. Florence, Italy. Florence is irresistibly the cradle of Renaissance, with an enchanting labyrinth of streets that lead to seemingly endless collections of museums and restaurants. With dozens of churches and galleries that showcase masterpieces of art and architecture from Michelangelo to Brunelleschi, Florence guides you from medieval times to the Italian Golden Age. Palaces, artisan workshops, and sensational Italian boutiques are matched in culinary tradition with wine-rich hills and a celebration of delicious heritage. Number 10. Stockholm, Sweden. Stockholm is a traveler's paradise with crystal clear water and a fantastic historical city center. A city of endless evolution, Stockholm shows how dynamic modernity can still celebrate unique traditions. Impeccable style defines humble cafes and luxurious restaurants, stylish boutiques, and elegant textiles, while a passion for local food has rekindled a close relationship with surrounding nature. The city spreads across 14 islands connected by bridges, ferries, and the metro, only further revealing the beauty of the city on the water. Number 11. Barcelona, Spain. The enchanting seaside capital of Spain's Catalonia region swings with fabled architecture, celebrating dining and timeless cultural experiences. The splendor of the distinctive neighborhoods offer insight into the past millennia with Roman foundations and medieval warrens, Gothic cathedrals, and surrealist facades. Masters of art and gastronomy have changed the landscape under the Iberian sun, revealing an endless collection of activities, treasured artworks, and the ever-evolving culinary scene where the streets during the day have a remarkably different but equally enticing atmosphere after sundown. Number 12. Edinburgh, Scotland. The Gothic warrens and stately Georgian neighborhoods display two separate sides of Edinburgh woven together by contemporary culture. Steep stairways and hidden passageways beg to be explored, while shops and cafes line pedestrian-friendly streets. The idyllic atmosphere blends a history of art, literature, and philosophy with the surrounding haze of yellow daffodils, steep foothills, and spires of Old Town. From festivals to family attractions and romantic hideaways to regal histories, Edinburgh blends the best of its past with the celebrations of the present. Number 13. Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Amsterdam is a fascinating city of weaving canals and inspiring artwork that embodies the nation's cultural heart. Thousands of buildings date back to the 16th century, overlooking the peaceful waterways and picturesque bridges of the city's island network. Charming theaters, modern entertainment venues, and more than 40 museums set the foundation for the endless thrills of urban exploration at the point where Dutch design, history, and heritage meet, embellished by a surprised coziness. Number 14. Santorini, Greece. Santorini is renowned for its sunsets and glossy white buildings draped in bougainvillea or topped with blue domes. Charming towns cling to the steep cliffside overlooking the shimmering caldera, reflecting a captivating island paradise. Hiking trails, wineries, and ancient cities dating back millennia bring the layers of the island's wonder to light. Beaches shine with pebbled sands from black to red, while the water near the submerged volcano bubbles with natural thermal springs accessible from the charming and elegant villages. Number 15. Prague, Czech Republic. Prague is both art and revolution wrapped up into the spectacle of historical architecture winding along the banks of the lazy Vltava River. The city embodies haunting beauty set beneath the hilltop castle and crossing the famous stone bridge, while museum galleries reflect the aesthetic of Bohemia, from Gothic altarpieces to contemporary surrealists. The charms of a millennium become vertical, as you can see in the Baroque and Art Nouveau architecture, underscored by lively beer gardens, hidden courtyards, and the maze of cobblestone lanes. Thank you for staying with us this far. And now it's time to get into the promised bonus fact. You might think a large country like the United States is the most visited in the world, but you'd be wrong. France takes that honor. About 90 million international visitors traveled there in 2019, and tourism makes up 8% of the country's gross domestic product, according to the French Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Which one of these places is on your bucket list? Comment down below and let us know about your faves. If you enjoyed the content, uplift the channel by hitting like, subscribe, and ring the YouTube bell to meet us again in the next video. Until next time.